There we are. We're on the air.
Morning.
Good
Morning.
morning.
Happy first day on the radio.
Oh, thank you. I'm not usually in front of the camera. I'm usually behind it. I'm totally lost on what I'm doing.
Nah, it's fine. It'll be good. It's all good.
Okay.
You certainly are a good-looking Mike.
I am. Oh, well. That's right. That's right. Some people might not know I'm the other Mike.
You there? You
Yeah.
The
are.
other Mike.
You are the other Mike.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You certainly have an advantage over the other Mike.
I have
Oh, wait a minute, you are the other
I
Mike.
am the other Mike. How can I have an advantage over myself?
That's true.
Mike 1 and Mike 2.
Yeah.
It's like thing 1 and thing 2.
Please no. Please no.
Mike 1's acting like Popeye.
Because he eats spinach.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought he was doing a hammer.
That too.
He certainly looked like he looks like Wimpy.
Wimpy. That's always fun. So,
Yeah.
what are we going to talk about today?
Well, Mike's on vacation.
Yep.
Lucky him.
He's out in the middle of the Atlantic somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And we're here.
Hopefully on top of the water.
Well, that'd be good.
Certainly don't want to be on the Titanic.
Well,
Or any submersible.
you become famous because your name would be listed forever.
Very true.
in history.
Yeah.
Very true. Yeah. Then people could come around 50 years later and,
Yeah.
and look at, go to a museum and,
That's what I'm saying. You'd be in
Yeah.
history
yeah.
forever. So.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh well.
So anyone who's traveling down 95, today's the first day where they will be shutting 95 down in Nyanek, East Lyme area for blasting, for all that construction going on.
There's
So,
a lot of detour signs.
but even the detours, they're going to be,
Stop.
the side roads are going to be
Well, yeah,
insane.
because they're smaller.
Yeah.
They're
Oh.
stoplights.
It's going to be bad.
But just going to stop traffic, right?
Yeah. Yep. They're shutting down the highway for blasting. I think it's 9:30 and 1:30 every
Yeah.
day. So
I mean, that road's
good
terrible
luck.
to begin with down there.
it's
Think
awful.
about it.
It's
Well,
awful.
Hopefully, what are they doing it for?
They're, I guess, widening it and,
So they're trying to solve the problem.
well, I
Change
mean,
it.
that's what they say, but to me, it
The-
just is going
the
to create a
interchange.
bottleneck.
The interchange.
Right.
Yeah.
To me, it's just going to create a bottleneck down further because they're widening it in this one section and then it still has to all come.
Maybe
back,
they'll widen it
so-
all the way down to the haven.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
We
Uh-huh.
always hope.
Sure. But yeah, they're messing with the exits. They're where 395 comes on to 95. The exits go to Costco and 161. Is that 161?
So
Right
the
there.
secret is to get there before they close, get through what you want.
Yeah, yeah.
And because after that, even if it's 3:00 in the afternoon, the traffic jam
Oh,
is
it's going to be
so
insane.
bad.
It is.
When they do reopen, it's going to take hours
Yeah.
to clear the traffic.
I would say
So
avoid 95 at all costs,
If
no
possible.
matter what. Yeah,
Yeah.
try to find other
the
routes.
wider the berth around it you take, the better.
Yeah, yeah.
Because all the roads narrow.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm sure Route 1 will be crazy and yeah. So just a heads up.
Yeah.
You don't want to be driving down 95. All that beach traffic and ugh,
Oh,
I can't
yeah.
even imagine. Can't imagine. So anyone flying out of what's down in New Haven, Tweed, flying on a Velo or anything like that,
Take it,
factor
yeah.
in some extra time.
Take a helicopter out to City.
Yeah, just go to the helipad over here, right?
Yeah.
Over by the old St. Mary's School. Just
Yeah.
yeah,
We used to have one on the roof of the old SNSN building
yeah.
for a weathercopter.
It's still there. It conveyed
Yeah.
when we bought the building.
Yeah. That's where the weathercopter used to land.
Helicopter.
Yeah,
And
we
the
had a weather-
traffic.
You didn't know we had a
You
weathercopter?
mean the drone?
And we had the traffic copter. Yeah.
Yeah.
To monitor traffic up and down Main Street.
In Jewett City. It's
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah, it really
It's
is.
hours to get through Jewett City, that whole mile.
Square mile.
Square mile. Well, I know, but yeah. True.
Yeah,
I
but-
saw last night there was somebody complaining, of course, it wasn't on Grizzled Now though, it was on a different page, that somebody was flying a drone around their house at night and they were kind of creeped out by it. And of course, everybody had to put in their 2 cents about it. But drones at night flying around houses. I don't know.
Looking in your window.
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
window shades. And if you're not doing anything wrong,
well, it's illegal. You can't be looking at people's windows.
I
but-
understand that, but I mean, for your own
But it's
safety,
creepy.
your own saneness, I
Yeah.
would say. don't be doing anything you shouldn't be doing.
Right.
I'm not saying, and then there are window shades,
Yeah.
and then of course all the cops
Right.
know what's going on.
It's so
Yeah.
creepy, and it's different. Like when you try to report a drone, especially at night, what do you report? There's a drone flying. Like there's no identifying information. There's nothing you can give them.
There's no
like you
number
can a
on it.
car, you
There's no
know?
number on the side of
No,
it.
it's not like it's got like a license plate hanging off
No,
of it or something,
no,
you know?
Maybe the
So-
police will use it for target practice.
Yeah. Apparently, from what I read, that is a felony or
It
a
is.
pretty to shoot down a drone. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess they'd have to find out who shot it down, but
What I was surprised to learn is that the drones has a software built into it that if it goes near an airport,
yeah,
it won't go. It comes back.
really,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. You're not,
I mean, it makes sense.
It's not allowed to fly in any no-fly zones.
Right.
It's smart enough to know to go
That's
back.
pretty. Technology is
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
I'm sure down like DC. Can you imagine trying to fly a drone down in DC somewhere?
I tried once. I kept hitting the house or a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
They're not easy.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No, we had friends that were up in New Hampshire at the lake, and they were flying a drone around, and they didn't realize it until afterwards when they looked at the footage. But they actually crashed into another drone and didn't know it.
Really?
And they only found it when they were looking at the footage, and they saw another drone coming, and then
Wow.
it kept going. But
Wow.
yeah, they were like, "Oh my god, we hit another drone."
Well,
Wow.
being new, I just finally hit the chats for everybody else who's making the
Ah,
observation of this. We are all aliens. The government is run by robots.
Well, we definitely know. We know of one robot. Unfortunately, sometimes I think they got to put the key in and wind them up.
Someone said, "Have a good vacation to Mike. Be safe."
Yeah.
hopefully he's not flying out of a Velo or out of Tweed.
Mike's not flying.
Not flying?
No, he went out of New York.
Oh, even better.
Right
Well, he's
up.
still got to go down 95.
No.
Yeah.
Was he taking a train?
Oh,
He's
train's
taking
even
a
better.
train from New London,
Train's even
No, the
better.
choo-choo.
but yeah, because he'll get off 32 and go into London.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So he's fine.
Hopefully, it's not backed up.
No,
that far.
no. God, I hope
He's
not.
on that train with the little engine that could.
Yeah, taking the train to New York and then hitting the docks
Yeah.
there for the ship.
I took the train once
It's
from
on the USS Minnow.
The USS Minnow.
the train on New London's pretty. It's so easy, it's so convenient there. We did took the train from there to DC last year.
Oh, someone's
And
telling me
back.
they can't really hear me.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, like I said, new. I'm usually the guy that works behind scenes. That better, everybody? Yeah. Turn up my microphone a little. Okay, apparently I don't talk as loud as Mike. I got to turn it up above the 80%. He told me. Turn it up to 80%.
What does
Okay.
he know?
99% of this because I only like 1%. So,
Hope you took good notes.
no, I didn't.
So this week will be very interesting then, with Mike gone.
Well, I'm here from today till Friday this week, and then Monday through Thursday next week. So,
Oh, really?
hopefully by next Thursday I'll be like 2%
Oh,
to do here.
perfect. Excellent.
Yeah, this is not my thing.
It'll be fun.
He's been asking me for years to do this, and I've been telling him no. So when
No,
I said
no.
yes, he almost fell over.
It'll be fine.
Don't worry. He's going to be watching from wherever he is.
Out in the Atlantic, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But no, he won't be
I was
watching.
gonna say, will he have Wi-Fi out there?
I guess you can get contact, but it costs money.
I'm sure. Yeah, and I'm sure it's not cheap either, depending on where he goes.
Yeah.
So, funny story for anyone who's been following along on my son's bison saga. So, just to
Now, did he just see the back of the bison
Oh.
to mistake them for bears? Or
So
something?
yeah, so last week he called me. It was nighttime. I don't know, maybe 9ish. Called to tell me, "Oh my gosh, there's a bear outside." Now he's farm sitting. He's at his girlfriend's house. Her and her family, or she and her family are at in Europe. So he's watching their farm. They have
By himself.
Yes, he's by himself. He's 18, and he's done this before.
Oh,
not
okay.
not
Good.
for 3 weeks, but he did it before for like a long weekend.
Okay.
And he loves it. He has no problem with it. But So he's watching the farm. They have longhorn cows, horses, pigs, tons of chickens, huge farm. And he was there one night and he's like, Mom, there's a bear outside. And I was like, well, stay inside. Like, just leave it alone. It'll just whatever. And he's like, oh my God, there's 3 of them. I'm like, okay, well, just stay inside. And of course, now he's like, I'll call you back. I got to go check it out. Great. So I get a call later on. They're not bear, they're bison. And I'm like, bison? What the hell? Where are you getting bison from? Like, are you sure? Just stay inside. Leave them alone. So it turns out they really were bison. There's a bison farm up the road. They got loose. And that was like last Wednesday or Thursday. It took till this past Sunday to get them wrangled up and get them back to their farm. So in the meantime, while, every day he's posting pictures of the bison roaming the farm, and it's pretty cool. They were huge. So it was kind of cool. He was just keeping an eye on them and had them in one of the pens on their farm. So in the midst of all of this, apparently the owner of the bison also owns some kind of construction company or excavation company, something. And now he may have a job out of this whole ordeal.
Oh, then it was worth the time and effort to work on the farm.
It was. And if you've been following along with my son, Nick, he's an interesting character. He's a free spirit, and he's very much like an entrepreneur and always looking for different opportunities. And this is typical Nick fashion, that he finds himself in a bison situation and ends up with a better paying job than he has now.
Come home with a buffalo coat.
Put the time and effort in. You never know how it pays out.
Yeah. So the guy actually told him that he could come today. If he wasn't sure if it was something he wanted to do, he could come today and check it out. So he's at the job site now for the day, just kind of check. I mean, what job lets you do that? So he's there checking it out, see if it's something he wants to do. And he had to be there at 6:30 this morning, which he wasn't thrilled with, but I was like, welcome to being a big boy, kiddo. That's what happens. So yeah. So a whole bison fiasco turned into potentially a new job. So
that's
cool. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. And, he was at the apparently at this guy's house, the farm, the other night. They invited him over for dinner for to thank him for helping with the bison and keeping an eye on them and helping them with all the trailers and everything, trying to get them in. And
what they have for dinner?
Chinese.
Oh, I thought it might have been.
It wasn't bison.
I thought it was buffalo burgers.
I asked the same thing. I'm like, well,
it's kind of lean. It's really lean.
Bison's very good, actually.
Yes,
yeah.
Never had it.
I was on a high protein diet for a little while, and I was eating bison. It was pretty good. It's got a different, little bit of a different texture, a little bit of a different taste, but I liked it. It was really good, high in protein, and
Because I've had venison, but
I've never done venison.
Well, stick around for the week. Maybe you'll have an opportunity.
Yeah.
Oh, and I got a chat here from my daughter saying my granddaughters Felicity and Maggie say hi.
Oh,
yeah.
Hello. How old are they?
They're 5 and 7.
Oh,
wow.
And they got up early because my car went into the garage last night, and they stayed up late last night so that their mom could pick me up at the garage and bring me home.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got up early so that they could take me from home to here today.
Oh.
Because
nice.
while I'm here, I have Mike's vehicle. So if you see Mike's vehicle driving around, he's on
Oh.
vacation. It's actually me
It's
driving.
the other Mike.
So be nice.
It's the other Mike driving. Yeah, careful with that.
Yeah. I got to be careful where I go and what I do now because everybody knows the car.
Or if you're getting egged, they'll think it's
Well, yeah.
the Mike 1 and not Mike 2.
Yeah. So what's happening in you guys' lives besides that, Paul?
Oh,
Anything
geez.
happening? Anything exciting around town we need to know about?
Well, one thing I talked about this morning was if I win the $1 billion, guess what I'm going to do?
Can only imagine.
Oh,
I am going to buy Jewett City.
okay. Now, the one question is, why would you buy Jewett City other than to level
Because
it
what I'm
and
going to
start
do is I'm going to buy Jewett City,
Kidding.
and I'm going to make the town of Griswold merge with me. That's what's going to happen.
Well,
What are you going to do with the other $950 million?
yeah.
Well, you try to say Jewett City's cheap?
I'm just saying mean, it's a small little borough.
It's
Yeah.
1 square mile.
Think I can buy it for 50 million?
I don't know.
I bet you could buy it quite cheap if it was like Midwest.
Right? Oh, yeah.
Well, you heard of
probably.
people buying islands.
Yeah, they
yeah,
do.
Yeah,
They
true.
do.
True.
Yeah. You could buy an island for all the cats.
Wait a minute.
You could have
There you
Cat
go.
Island.
Cat Island.
Would you rename it?
Oh.
If you owned it, you could rename
Well, that's a good question. What could I name it?
I don't. This
What'd be
is
a
the
good name
only
for it?
Jewett city, though.
How about
Would you
Paul-
really want to
Paulville?
get rid of that?
it Paulville.
No. No. I don't know.
Would you want to get rid of the only Jewett city?
Well, I don't know.
I mean, it's
A
the
lot
only
lot
one.
of people have an issue because if you live in the town of Griswold, you don't like saying you live in Jewett City.
Well, if you merge, there wouldn't be no town of Griswold. There'd be the town of Jewett City.
The town of Jewett City.
I don't know. I think it loses flavor. I like the 1 square mile thing.
Well, I mean, you could still have. You could still name that something else.
That's-
I mean, what would
Or
be
maybe you could have the town of Jewett, and then the borough would be Jewett
there
City.
you go.
there you go.
It's the center of town. The
Right.
important
Unless
part.
somebody's got a better name.
Downtown.
I-
Yeah,
You have to
no.
look back in history because it's all based on history.
Yeah.
What's been going on.
Yeah.
Or create new history.
Create, yeah, create your own history.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
So that's what you would do. You'd buy. You'd get $1 billion check, and your first thought is, "I'm gonna buy Jewett City."
yep.
Okay, that wouldn't be mine.
I was just
but
saying, I
okay.
don't know if that'd be
Well,
my
I
first.
got $1 billion.
thought.
Hey,
Oh, that's true. You,
Yeah.
what, like you said,
what the hell? Musk bought Twitter. I bought Jewett City.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Well, not Twitter. X.
It's X now.
Oh, that's what I didn't know that.
X.
Yes, he changed it. It's
Oh.
X.
X.
hmm
So the old name doesn't work, so we get a new name with a worse product or a better product.
We
or
don't
the same
know.
product.
We were trying to figure that out the last time we talked about it. It's like, is it going to be like, what do you like? The bird logo went away.
Yeah.
So what do you call a tweet or a formerly
Let's-
known tweet? What do you call it? And
Let's face it, Twitter's been giving us the bird for a long time. So
Yes, it has.
I don't use Twitter.
I don't either.
I find it boring.
I'm not on social media much either.
Oh, no, I'm on
Oh.
social media, but not that one.
Facebook
Well,
monthly.
for this week, just use Mike's ID.
You
There
should
you
say,
go.
I could be Mike.
Oh my gosh, you got to hack his OnlyFans account.
Just hack
Start
it.
posting
Just hack
stuff
it
on
and use
there.
his ID. Put anything you want out there.
I'm good. With it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I wouldn't know what to say. And everybody knows.
Oh,
right
you
away.
can-
That would be even better.
that would even be better. You wouldn't get blamed for it.
Yeah, I wouldn't do-
That'd be hysterical.
Yeah, he'd come back and everybody'd be.
yeah. What'd
That'd
you
be
do? What'd you
great.
say? You know, the first thing is going to come to me. What'd you do? What'd you say?
Oh my God, you have to post feet pics on his OnlyFans page.
Yeah, just park his car where it shouldn't be.
That's what I'm saying. I got to be careful where I
Yeah,
drive
just
the
park your
car.
car where it shouldn't be.
Good thing Melissa's with him
Oh my God.
because otherwise she'd be going, and why was your vehicle there?
You need, oh my gosh, you need to park his car and take pictures of it like at Minx, at amazing.net, like just post pictures to his Facebook page
How about by
of his
the,
car parked at all these different
how
places.
about by the dog groomer?
Yes.
It's close. But
Huh?
Park it right out front.
Yeah, I've heard of the dog groomer
the dog grew it.
next to the computer guy.
Yeah.
What's his name again? Daryl? Where's
Oh, my.
Daryl?
I don't know.
He's not on there?
online. He's always
Let's see.
online.
He probably is. Oh, I've been so busy talking to you guys. Joanne says good morning, and Victoria says get on that OnlyFans page. Oh,
Yeah, so I'm saying post some
Go through
feet
some
pics
terrible stuff.
on his
Yeah,
OnlyFans
Daryl
page while
listened
he's
earlier.
gone. You got to do something. I'm telling you, you got to drive that car around and take pictures at the wackiest places. And
Oh,
post
yeah. Yeah, you could do that.
it. That'd be
That'd be funny.
Uh huh.
I'd have to put Norm on the hood.
Norm.
Yeah.
Who's Norm?
Norm is Norm the gnome. He's about 18 inches tall. He's a big stuffed Christmas gnome who rides, I know, in the passenger seat of my car. And people, Mike's probably going to kill me for saying it. Are you telling people you do stupid stuff? Oh my God, just what I do. And what it is, my granddaughters love him. So
Oh.
he rides. He's my co-pilot.
You have a gnome that is like a navigator for you,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. And the thing is, my granddaughters know I never go anywhere alone. I got Norm with me.
Oh my God, Norm! How'd you come up with the name?
One day I went down to what's that store next to Guitar Center in London,
I
And
don't
that
know.
craft show, Michaels, or no,
God.
it's not Michaels, whatever it is.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Good Home Goods.
Yep.
On Home Goods, and when I came out, apparently he was in my front seat.
Oh my god.
That's what I tell my granddaughters. On the
That's
other side.
right.
And
Very
ever
cute.
since then, he's been hanging around in my front seat.
Norm the gnome.
He's at the garage right now. My
So
car's at the garage.
well, you need to put him in Mike's car,
Yeah.
and you got to drive him around and take pictures with him on the hood at all these wacky places.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The Adventures of Norm.
Yes.
And the SNSN vehicle.
It's like when you were like the kids in school, they do Flat Stanley. Like they have this project where they have like this little paper thing called Stanley. It's like a boy, and you can mail it around to different. It's like a pen pal type of
Oh,
thing,
okay.
and then you take pictures of where Flat Stanley is.
That's like Bob at the Plainfield swimming pool.
Oh, I haven't
Bob
been
is
there.
one of those plastic mannequins
Okay.
that they use for training.
Yep.
And he has gone surfing in the big puddles out in the park. It rained
Nice.
really hard.
Nice.
He's been dressed as Santa, and he dresses up for Halloween, and he has his own adventure.
Oh yeah, you definitely have to do that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Good
Yep.
old Norm.
Definitely.
Um,
So I'm looking. Any other comments coming in? You can double click them, I
Mike,
think, and they'll
you're-
show up on the
double click on what?
comment, and I think they'll pop up
Oh,
on
is
the
that what it
screen so
is?
people can read them.
Let's see.
We usually get Daryl's usually good for a few comments.
I know.
Oh, okay.
Laura,
Does that do them all?
what's that?
Does that do just the one, or does it automatically?
Just the one.
Oh, just the one. Okay.
There you go.
I'm learning.
There you go. Now it's popping up. Yeah, Victoria's on it from the Healthy Computer, School
There we
Street,
go.
Jewish City,
Right next to the dog groomer,
next to the dog groomer.
like where Mike's car is parked.
I've
Well, that's the way
changed.
I'm telling you.
Someone's telling me I've changed.
Why don't you
You've
just
changed.
Why don't we just take his car? Let's park it at McDonald's for a couple of hours. Let's park it at Dunkin' Donuts for a couple of hours.
Yeah, why not? Could do that with Norm the gnome.
I'll never know. Huh? He'll say, "That's Mike. He's in there." Huh?
That's his guard gnome on the hood.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's funny. Yeah. Oh, Victoria's husband.
Why don't we just
Down
illegal?
there.
Why don't we just illegally park it downtown?
Illegally park it down?
Yeah.
Why? It would sit there for like 6 weeks.
Oh, I don't
No,
know about
no,
that.
no,
People
no.
would be complaining.
Oh, I know, but he wouldn't
and-
get a ticket.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Really?
Oh
'Cause
yeah.
I mean, I constantly see people parking in the wrong spot, and I don't ever see a ticket.
If it well, they may get warnings. They don't try to they don't want a ticket if they don't really absolutely have to. They're not going to be jerks about it. But if there's a car there for a long time or continually chronically,
If you get a ticket with his car, just rip it up and throw it away.
Why am I getting this court summons?
Yeah, if you get a ticket, just throw it away. They'll come out. There'll be a warrant for him.
That's
When he comes
great.
Someone says I should let Norm drive.
Oh my god. Put him on your lap.
Someone says decorate his rig with pineapples.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I don't.
they-
Okay, tell
Don't
me
get
about
the
that.
reference.
I mean,
No,
somebody
I don't know
does somebody
that.
have any suggestions what we could do
I don't know.
with his car? I mean,
No, he's
somebody
bringing
must
all the
have-
pineapples on his cruise ship with him.
Okay, and we got Laura saying so sad about Pee Wee Herman.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
he just passed away.
yeah. So
Yeah.
we were talking about celebrity death pool, like
Yeah.
the last few weeks, and how we had 3 singers or musicians. We were
Yeah.
saying things come in threes. We had that, and now here we have Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah, he had cancer.
Like we had. Oh,
What
did
is-
he?
Okay.
He's had cancer for quite a few years.
Yeah. I heard that.
I didn't know
last night.
that.
Yeah, he was like 70 years old.
Hmm.
What is
Mike's
celebrity
age.
death? Okay, like I said, I don't do this stuff. I don't do social
So
media.
celebrity death pool is it's I mean very morbid, but at the beginning of the year there are people that will have a celebrity death pool. What celebrities are going to die this year? And you have like a list of them. I mean, you can Google
I'm-
it. There's literally lists all over the internet of what celebrities or well-known politicians or sports figures or whatever are expected or would pass away during the year. And we were excuse me, we were talking about it the last few weeks and coming up with names that we thought like shocking names or people who are older that are expected. And Pee Wee Herman was not on
No, he
anybody's
was
list.
not. Well, didn't expect any. He didn't look that bad, but I don't think anybody knew. At least we didn't know he had cancer.
Mm-mm. No, I had no idea. I grew up watching him every Saturday. He was great.
Laura said 2 actors died yesterday.
Oh yes,
Yeah, it was a young guy. It was like 28.
Euphoria. Which I've never
that's
seen.
right. Yeah,
I've never seen
Early-
that show, but
mid 20s or something.
yeah, he was really young. I did see that. Yep. So I didn't click on it. I don't know what happened with that actor, but I don't know what the circumstances were.
Reminds me of my grandmother. She read the newspaper every day just to read
The obituaries.
That was
Yes.
Well, that comes with age.
Does it? Because
Yeah.
you're looking to see like if any of your people
Yeah.
know.
I'll go
or
back.
people you went to school with.
I'll go to Bolton and I'll go back a month and see if there's anybody I knew.
Any names
Yeah.
you recognize.
Well,
That
the
is so
Norwich
weird.
Bulletin in the late 50s, my grandmother opened it up one day and said,
See-
my grandfather, you're in here.
What?
Yeah. A gentleman who had the same name as my grandfather had passed away. And the middle initial was different, but he passed away. And the gentleman who worked at the Norwich Bulletin wrote something up quickly because he thought it was my grandfather because he was a friend of my grandfather.
Oh.
So and this is back in the
no.
50s, late 50s. So my grandmother just for
no.
years, my grandfather had that clipping in a frame going, I passed away. I know. Hopefully, it doesn't happen today. But
Oh my god.
yeah, crazy things happen in life. You don't know.
Wow.
So that's why I tend to stay away from obituaries. I grew up living with it.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. But are obituaries like do people still put them in the newspaper? Like is that really still a thing? Like you don't
Too
have
expensive.
right? I mean, that's what I heard.
Like $300, $350.
To put it in the paper,
And the funeral
Way up.
home they'll just post it on
online
there.
anyways, and
Yeah.
you can put all your comments on that.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they would need I don't know why people put them in the newspaper
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was still a thing. Or do that people still do that today, right? Like you still see
I
them
mean,
in
once in
there?
a while you'll see them in the newspaper.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Bolton still has them. The Day still has them. I think they're far and few now between
Yeah.
because of the expense.
Same thing. Remember engagement announcements? Like you'd see
You don't
in the
see those
newspaper, the
anymore.
engagement
Weddings.
Or weddings.
Yeah, I don't see that anymore.
Well, to me, a lot of the technology has taken away a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's even like Ellis Tech had their 40th anniversary for this year, or class reunion this year, and very few showed up because most of them keep in touch on Facebook.
Right.
You used to go to the class reunion because I haven't seen you in 10, 15 years,
Mhm.
whatever it was. And nowadays, everybody keeps so in touch that these reunions aren't. I mean, people still want to do them. Don't get me wrong, but it's not the volume you used to get of people because you can keep in touch with everybody. It's
Right.
so easy. So a lot of and school pictures. I mean, they're fun. But for the price of them,
Ugh.
but you can text each other
Yeah.
pictures every day of each other.
Right.
So it's not as predominant needed.
Mhm.
So technology's taken away these little traditions, I
Yep.
guess.
Yeah. Yep.
Mhm.
Replacing them with other.
Just like baby
Things.
announcements.
Yeah.
There's none
that's
of those
right.
anymore.
No birth
No.
announcements.
No.
I always thought that was kind of creepy.
I did too. I never did it
Like
because I was
why?
like, why would you want? I want you to know that I got a newborn in that you could come to my
Right.
house. No, go away.
It was so it was just really creepy.
Yeah.
I never understood that, but yeah, it's interesting you mentioned the reunion thing. I've never had a reunion. I went to a small.
I never
high
did
school,
either.
But we never even
Too
had
late
one.
now. They're old.
They're all in the obituaries.
I mean, I graduated in 1961.
Oh my god!
So most of those people are probably on walkers. Probably can't even get there. Have to come in by. Have to have somebody drive them.
Oh my god! Or have it
Yeah.
at the nursing home.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I hadn't really thought about the reunion thing, but you're right. And the school pictures are outrageously expensive.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's like my son just graduated high school. He had senior pictures had to be done and they had to be done through the school.
Right.
So you had to pick like the package that you wanted, and that was cost money, of course, depending on the type of package. But that package didn't include the actual photos. That package only included outfit changes and like the time it would take to take the photos, like the actual
Wow.
sitting. And so then, so I paid for that. And then the pictures came in, and the cheapest option was almost $400 for senior pictures. And that was to get the copyright digital.
Wow.
And then I still had to send it and get prints made myself. And that's what I did. I paid the digital fee and had them printed at Walmart for like 46 cents a piece. But I'm like, why am I going to do this? I'm not paying. I mean, some of those went up to $1,000 for pictures, for senior pictures.
It's only
Yeah.
a certain time of the year, so these people need jobs the rest of the year, I guess, because you know, seen school pictures at a certain time of the year, at the dance schools at a certain time of the year, and so it's not always a fast pace. My brother-in-law
Right.
used to be the guy who ran the machine that developed the pictures
Mhm.
years ago.
Yep.
And he says, I'm busy this season. And it's like, nah, too much.
None,
No,
right.
I need to-
Yep.
So I guess the income has to flow throughout the year to keep the business going. So
I
you
get
gotta
it.
charge more. It's like,
I get it. I definitely get it. But it's just when it's got to be a difficult business to be in, because with everything being digital and everyone having access to digital
Right.
Digital.
photos, that
I had
Yeah,
flash bulbs.
and flash bulbs.
I remember those.
Yeah. Kodak.
Yeah. I remember there were like these big, like cube
Yep.
things that my
Yep.
mom had on her
Oh, the
camera.
stacked ones.
Yeah.
So
I
you wouldn't have to keep
remember
changing them out.
Yes.
My grandmother had one, had 4, it would rotate.
Yes. I remember that. Yep. And it was held together with rubber bands. I
Yeah.
remember something about rubber bands around her camera. But yeah, I mean,
that's-
it's.
no. That's so you could take it and just flip it over and plug the next one in.
Oh,
You
is
took-
that
you took
what it
2 of them
is?
and put them together.
Oh.
And when you use one side, you flip them over and got that second.
Oh,
so you had to
okay.
just
So
keep
I'm like,
going.
I remember rubber bands on it for some reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's got to be a pretty difficult business to be in, with everything being, trying to make a living, but also compete with the online stuff. It's got to be tough. But it's, as a parent, from a parent's point of view, very expensive.
Yeah.
Very expensive. I was irritated that we had to go with that person. Probably could have found someone else, another photographer somewhere else that was less expensive, but we didn't have that option.
Because there are studios out there, private studios that you can go to.
Well, there's even just photographers. I mean, you go online, on Facebook, there's photographers always like, oh, we're doing senior pictures, doing
Sure.
sitting, and they're outside. They'll go, wherever you want to go and do them. And
Yeah.
we didn't have that option. So, yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise, if you don't let's put it this way: if you don't buy anything for pictures, does your child's picture still go in the senior yearbook?
It did
Yeah,
go.
it does.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
It's
So
automatic.
You can go in and get one snapshot, and that's it, and walk away, and you can still do that. So it's
Yeah,
automatic.
but you just have to pay for that, pay for the sitting, which I forget what it
You
was. It
still
was like
have to
$100.
pay- you still
Oh
have-
yeah.
just to get in the yearbook, you got to pay $100.
That's the minimum.
And then they're going to charge you how much for the yearbook nowadays? I have.
I don't know if the seniors had to pay for the yearbook where my son was. I don't think the seniors had to pay for theirs, but all the underclassmen did. And I want to say it was like 65, 70, 75, something like that for a yearbook.
I still have mine.
Yeah, I have mine.
It's on parchment.
Is it really?
And
It can't be.
pretty much
Is it?
all
I don't know.
I have mine.
parchment.
I thought maybe stone tablets. No.
No, parchment. I still have the flower in there.
The
Rose for the lapel.
Oh my gosh.
Um,
I haven't opened mine up in years.
Yeah.
Yeah, have them. But yeah, so they're all in the yearbook, but you still have to have the sitting,
wow.
which was like
So
$100
That's $100. Wow.
just to go and get
But
your
you get
picture
the
taken.
yearbook.
And yeah. I think the yearbook was included for the seniors at our school. But yeah, I mean, it's just there's always money. Anyone who has kids knows there's just, when you think you're on top of it all, there's something else that they need money for.
There's always somebody who's going to take advantage of your heartstrings,
Well, that too. Yep.
and it happens everywhere, and it's about being a parent. They
Mhm.
know it, and they're gonna do
Mhm.
what they got to do to make
Yeah,
it.
of course, you got it.
'Cause
Yeah, I mean,
when my daughter was born, I went over and they said they had like 15 pictures of her. I'm like, well, how do I leave one behind?
right.
And I couldn't. I had to buy them all. It says, if you'd taken one, I would have been happy, but you took 15. Well, just in case. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
this
Yeah.
you didn't like that. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't leave one behind.
Well, they do that on purpose, or they'll take, many different poses. And then when you go to buy the packages, the package will be like, well, this package is only one pose. But you can only get these types of, these size pictures. But this one, you can get 2 poses but you're like, well, I really want, 3 poses. Well, the next package is 4 poses. You can't get 3 poses. Like, all right, fine. Well, I'll get the 4. That next thing you know, yeah, it's racking up. I mean, they know how to do it. And but yeah, I mean, and you spend it. And then the pictures, then you have a pile of pictures, you hand out a few to family, and then you're left with the rest of the pile.
That's the thing. What
That's
do you
what
do with
mine
the
always.
stagnant?
Yeah,
You know?
I have bins for both my kids,
Yeah.
and I just keep like all the stuff from when they were in preschool, like all the way on up, and all the pictures just get thrown in there. Like I'll let them deal with it when they're older.
Then you go back 20 years and take a look at it. Oh my God.
Yeah. Yep.
I did something people might consider unusual. I helped my son clean out my ex-wife's basement.
Oh, what'd you find there?
All the stuff from my kids' childhood that were thrown down in the basement,
Yep,
left there, and
yep.
left there. We're like, and my son's like, I don't want this no more, and he's throwing it out.
Well, that's what I figured. I'm like, the kids aren't going to want this crap, but I'm like, it's going to be let them throw it
Yeah,
out.
like,
I
yeah.
can't
get to
bring
throw it.
myself to throw it out, but they can. They have their bins. They're like big Rubbermaid bins, and all their report cards, all their, their silly pictures that they drew when they were 5, all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
It's just all thrown in there.
What do you think, Paul? Collecting stuff is a good idea?
I'm looking for a dumpster now.
How long you lived where you're at?
Oh, too long.
Too long? Oh, okay.
Need a dumpster.
So yeah, I know it is.
I can't take it with me, so I got to get rid of it.
True.
I moved last August, and 2 of the 4 truckloads went to the dump.
Wow, that's good. It's
Well,
nice to kind of clean stuff out.
I'd lived there for 7 years in the apartment, and I'm like,
Wow.
I haven't touched this stuff in 7 years. It's
Throw it
gotta
out.
be- Do I want to know what's inside? No, I just threw the boxes.
No, because obviously you don't need it. If
Absolutely,
you haven't
yeah.
touced it, you're not missing it.
No,
and
no. I
that's
mean,
all
I
there
did have a
is.
few things few containers I knew that were labeled that were like, things from the past with the kids, personal stuff. But that's it. Or if I didn't, just throw it out.
Mhm.
And I even had the old sound equipment and stuff. I was like, this stuff's just so outdated, it's useless.
Yep.
Throw it away.
All right.
Just- yeah, you're not going to
Yeah.
use it.
Anybody comment?
I was just going to say, any other comments
I
you
haven't
want to
heard
pull
any.
up?
I guess
Oh,
the
man.
picture thing has.
Victoria, I see in here, Victoria says when she was born, there was a newspaper article written. Her grandfather was the police chief and she was the first grandchild. So it was like a big,
Big
announcement.
Wow.
The police chief has had his first grandchild.
They don't do that anymore.
No. Nope.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah, Laura was talking about Pee Wee Herman, one of the favorite childhood characters. I remember just watching him every Saturday morning. He was so wacky and funny, and Oh,
It takes a lot because, like Robin Williams being that wacky and crazy type person,
yeah,
they're just out there doing their thing, and
Mhm.
they're just, to me, I'd find it scary.
yeah.
Well, because I'm like, are they going to laugh or not? I don't know.
Mm,
I'd be like,
yeah.
I'd be too worried about that to be.
They're
funny.
still they. I don't. Yeah, it almost seemed like they didn't worry about it. They were just
Yeah,
naturally
they just-
funny, and
who they were.
it just came. Yeah, it just came with
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But and then Rachel Taylor says obituaries here are free in local newspapers.
Free?
I wonder
Wow.
where Rachel Taylor. I wonder if she's
know.
is she the North Carolina,
North
South
Carolina,
Carolina
North Carolina.
person?
Wow, I didn't realize they were free.
Yeah, definitely not here.
Definitely
Up
not here.
It's,
No.
it's
No.
several $100. It's by the word. It's like a few. Like
Yes,
what,
it's by the word.
$4 a word or something.
it's pretty expensive.
It's insane.
I got
Whatever
friends,
it is.
Friends who just moved. Actually, a friend who moved to South Carolina, and another couple I know that moved to South Carolina within the past 2 months,
Wow.
and they're like, everything is so cheap down here. I'm like,
Mhm.
what do you mean everything? Well, not food and gas, but taxes and everything. I said,
Mhm.
well, you don't have to pay to plow the roads. The roads don't get destroyed from the
Mhm.
Salt.
True.
the salt and everything,
Yep.
and all the maintenance of everything because of the winter. And I said that all adds up over time.
It
Oh,
does.
yeah.
So
It does.
they're like, they're glad they moved down south.
We're looking to move south. We'll be retiring down there. Absolutely.
Put an
Double click on it. Post
double
it up.
click on it. There we go. I like this one.
Oh, hold on.
Okay, here we go. Put an exhaust whistle on Mike's car.
Oh my god.
So when he gets back, he's
Yes.
driving around town. He's like, "What's wrong with my car?"
That
What did he do?"
yes. Oh my god, I love it.
Oh, Rachel's in Asheville, North Carolina.
Oh yeah. The other Mike is just bad at geography.
I'm not a geographer.
But he's always like, oh, southern North Carolina or northern South Carolina. He's like, whatever, it's all the same. Oh my gosh, I love the exhaust whistle. I'm like, Scar, we need to do that. We have to do that.
Or take one of his marker lights,
Yep.
hook it up so it flashes. So
Yes.
when he drives at night, the cops move. Your light's flashing.
We have to do something,
Something he
before he
wouldn't
comes
see or
back.
hear right away.
We have to do something. I like
yeah,
the
we
whistle.
could do that. That's a good idea.
I
There's
like-
got to be something you can do.
We could do something.
We'll make it
What do you can?
memorable.
Hook up the horn to the brake pedal, so every time he steps on the brake, the horn goes off.
On. There you go. There we go.
We got to come up with something.
Yeah. Make him feel like he's missed.
Fake glass brakes.
I don't know what that means.
What are fake glass brakes? Oh, fake glass brakes. I was
Oh,
thinking,
make sure let's crack his windshield.
yeah.
Make it look like it's
Oh,
fake.
do
with
that
the,
too.
Oh, the
Yeah.
spider web on the windshield.
There you go.
Oh, I can
How
get
about
one-
bullet holes?
bullet holes.
Oh yeah, through the side they have the stickers. You can put them all down the side.
They make those fake bullet holes.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
I can make real ones, but anyways,
Can do that too.
Yeah, just
I just went through this one neighborhood.
it was just
they
park.
just didn't like the car at all.
That's funny.
I don't know.
And this is parking in the garage, so when he drives in, broken glass, bullet
Yeah.
holes, and
Uh-huh.
flat tires.
Yeah, yeah. We gotta do something.
Tortured his vehicle.
We'll take any suggestions from now till when he gets back. When does he get back?
He's back on the 10th. He's going to let me know what time
Okay.
to go pick him up because I'm dropping him off. I dropped him off.
Either that or we do it a little different. We put in 24-inch wheels.
24-inch.
24-inch wheels.
Yeah.
Those things are
24-inch
huge.
wheels. Let's jack that thing way
Oh
up
my
in the
God.
air. Huh? Put a few hydraulics on it.
Oh my god.
Huh?
I just
That'd
need
be
to put
great.
a big picture of Pee Wee Herman on the side of the vehicle.
Yes,
Oh,
that'd be
yeah.
good too. Oh
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
24-inch wheels. That'd be
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Can you picture
We'll
that
pimp-
sucker
we'll pimp his
up
ride.
like that? Yeah,
Yeah.
pimp his
You
ride.
can take it out mudding.
Button. There we go.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That'd be
Take it out
cool.
one.
Come back with old mud all over it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't wash it.
Don't wash it.
No.
and leave it on empty.
Well, you don't want them to open the door and have mud coming out.
Well, you could.
Oh my God, Rachel says leave the car on blocks.
That's what we could do. Put it on blocks and take the tires.
That'd be great.
Oh yeah.
Only after you get your vehicle
Well, yeah,
back,
get my
of
vehicle
course,
back.
because you need
Be
you
2 or
need
3
this one
days,
right
and then-
now.
yeah, we got
Yeah.
plenty of time.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, that's so funny. Wow.
And we can, we can
Leave
toilet
it on
paper his
blocks.
house, all kinds of things.
Oh yeah, that's easy enough to do. We could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot we could do. All right, so taking all suggestions from now till like the 9th, because we
Yeah.
need like a day to execute. So
Yeah.
he comes back on the 10th. So
Yeah.
we'll take all suggestions
Yeah.
on what we could do to his house, his car, all of it. The studio,
Studio. Well,
put up some disco balls.
Yeah. Why don't we rearrange this whole studio?
We could do that.
Let's take the numbers and reverse them.
Put them upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Could do that.
But if we did that, it'd be the same letters.
It could be NSNS.
There you go.
Linda said borrow a car from the local junkyard. That's the same as his. But the thing is, we'd have to put the stickers all over it. He's got it all
the
stickered up.
Yeah.
Got it all stickered up there.
All the advertisements and
Advertisements.
everything on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
different sponsors.
That's why it's so easy to spot.
Yeah.
'Cause
That's what I'm saying. I got to be
everybody
careful where I
knows
go with it.
No,
It's
you
like-
don't have. No, you should not be careful
I should be
because
careful.
of that.
I should
The
not be.
opposite.
You know, we can go to a junkyard that's about to crush one of the car like he has
Yeah.
Yeah.
and take a picture of the crusher coming down.
Yeah,
We don't have to worry about
just-
stickers. But the crusher would come down on top of it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
There's so much. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of. Oh yeah, that's what Linda just said. Borrow a car from the local junkyard. That's just, oh yeah, same as his. Yeah.
We could use it in a bank robbery.
Oh,
man.
Huh?
And the thing is, right after the
Oh.
last one down here at Easton,
Oh,
we
Just
were,
park it.
we were parked across the street watching the cops and everything. So it'd be great. Hey, I saw that vehicle before.
Saw
He was there
that
at the
one.
last one.
We always come back to watch.
That'd be pretty
Oh my
pretty fun.
God.
Yeah.
That would be awful.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that would be awful.
Well, yeah.
Wow.
What he gets for leaving.
Right?
Going having a good
Who
time.
does he
on-
think he can be going
Yeah,
on
go
vacation?
Take a vacation and
The
have a
hell?
good time and leave me here doing something I've never done before. You never know what the results are going to be.
Well, I think it's going pretty well.
Yeah, we're having.
Going pretty well. We'll do fine.
Oh.
And then once he comes back, we'll be like, no, it's good. You don't need. We're good.
Yeah, just go away.
Just good. You're
Oh,
fine.
that's what he wants. Because, like I said, he's been asking me for years. I know he wants me to do this more often so he can go and do his own thing and do the other end of the business.
What's
you
he
know.
want to do?
Oh, what's he want to do? He wants to, grow the business like everybody does. They own a business.
I thought he just wanted to TikTok.
That's another business.
I saw
One
him.
was multiple.
I saw him
and then-
TikToking last night,
and then-
making his
and-
cups.
And then his latest
Yeah.
adventure.
Sports.
No.
Oh.
T-shirts
the other
and-
thing.
Oh,
and
t-shirts. Yeah, I
tees.
did see that. Yep.
Let's go change TikTok to the 90s.
TikTok.
We love the 90s.
Well, I asked him about that. I says that's only like in a few years from now. The 80s are going to be the old thing. He says, "We'll just move it to the 90s." Oh,
Oh,
we're
I
going to go a decade
love
along
the
as it goes. I get
90s.
that's an idea.
I love that.
See, that's the thing.
I grew
Yeah,
up in the
right,
90s
right.
for the most part.
And by the time we're ready to do the 90s, your children should be grown and gone.
Yeah,
And you'll have more money to spend on his merchandise.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's the
Oh,
target.
I've got
audience.
many T-shirts. I have Jewett City T-shirts and vampire shirts, and my daughter's got a hoodie, and I've got Christmas ornaments on the trees. And I've bought quite a few things over the years. Oh, coffee mugs, we got those.
Mhm.
But
There's all kinds of stuff you can get. Oh, let's see.
looking at some comments.
Oh, am I going to do TikTok as well? No, it's enough work to do this. I have no. Sorry.
You can volunteer. Whoever that is, they can volunteer, right?
Yeah,
You can do whatever the hell you want.
Rachel's in North
Just call yourself
Carolina.
Mike Bodarski. That's all.
That's
she
okay.
She can do it from there.
No, that's
We'll
all
have
right.
him put on a mic wig.
Nobody's going to know who you are. Just,
Yeah.
Do what you
All
want.
you got to do, you get a disco ball in the back,
Yeah.
and you put on some 80s sunglasses, and you bebop with the
Yeah.
lights off. That's
It's gonna
what he
go
does at
from-
night.
It's going to go from 1.5 million followers down to 2.
Yeah, because Linda says hopefully
Let's have a contest.
he's not watching this on.
No, hopefully he is watching this. And then he's
Hopefully
going,
he's not
oh,
watching
shit.
this on replay or live.
He's going to watch this and go, what have I done?
Can I tell you all something? Right after we got out of high school, close to 40 years ago was when Mike and I met. So we've known each other that long that
A little
no
bit.
matter what,
For a minute.
no
Yeah.
matter what we say or do, we know each other. We're good. So people out there don't have to worry about if I'm going to do something. I'll do little things, but not big things.
He may be worried about what Paul and I are going to do. I live right around the corner from him. I can be there like that.
Go take some of his fruit.
I can dig up his gardens.
Yeah. You like tomatoes?
I'll make a
Help
salad.
yourself.
I'll make a salad.
That's what we could do. Put a sign in this garden.
Free.
Help yourself. Free.
Well, no, I told him that because he put it right next to the curb.
I know.
Right?
Free.
And I
Yes.
said, you do realize when you put things next to the curb, they're free.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or you could do that with his car. Put a
Well-
sign. Free.
But he did tell me the other day he only had one pepper so far. So
Oh. Well, maybe they'll all grow while he's gone.
well, that's what I'm saying. He'll come back and
Then
like,
we'll have to
no,
put a
Mike, there's
free
only
sign
one
up.
still.
I love
No one
it.
knew they all
Oh
took them
my
all.
god.
Yeah. Free.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Well,
Yeah. There's all kinds of. We got to watch out because Melissa's son and daughter are still there. They're still hanging out at the house. So
From what I understand, though, they're like in their rooms or they're not home, so it should be
Okay.
fine. They won't even know we're there.
they won't even know they're.
We'll be quiet.
Oh.
It's fine.
But I'm supposed.
Oh,
to,
but they have Howie and Henry. Are you watching the dogs?
Yeah, I'm watching the dogs.
Oh, they'll let you know if somebody's there.
Oh, definitely. Well, no, they don't. That's the thing. I've been there so much. that the dog across the street looks at me like, "Yeah, you're back."
Roxy.
Don't even bark at me at all. Just looks at me like, "Yeah, you're
Wow.
back."
Just
That dog
bring some-
barks at everything.
And
Let's
Mike's
bring some
dogs,
hamburger.
Howie and Henry, just look at me like, "Hey."
That's all we gotta do. We just gotta throw some
I'm not
hot
a
dogs in our
stranger on there,
pockets.
so
Just
much
throw
help
them
with
over
doing
to
things.
There you
hanging
go.
out.
keep them quiet.
Hanging out.
Yeah. Well, if you start coming in with some tomatoes and cucumbers, we'll be glad.
Yeah.
Save us from going to the farmer's market.
The
I
only
will-
danger is Mike's ring.
His what?
His ring doorbell.
Oh, we can easily turn that. We
But
can.
the garden's in the back.
You can
right?
disable
Yeah,
that with a damn Post-it note.
Well, no,
It's fine.
All I got to do is go down to the basement and shut off circuit breaker number 4.
Oh, you can do that too. There you go. There you go. Whoops.
I'm the one who installed it, so I know which breaker it is.
Oh my God. Poor Melissa. She's going to come home and she's going to be like, what the hell?
Yeah, but the first thing she's going to do is turn around to me and, "I know you can fix it, so fix it." I'm like, "No."
Can't fix a garden though.
Well,
Once we've pulled everything out of it.
He's not going to look at his ring camera anyway.
well,
Yeah,
no,
you may
for
not
what
have
I
Wi-Fi.
might not have.
No, he doesn't want to pay for it, so it ain't going to happen. We can do anything we want. He'll never know it.
And Rachel says, "Add random vegetables that don't grow in his garden."
Even better.
Yeah, that's
we
a
can
good
replace them.
What
Yes.
can we put in it?
We can pull out all the good stuff
Put
and
us
like
some-
replace it.
Pineapples, rice.
Rice.
Or what about-
Rice.
We could do how about fake vegetables? Like you know,
Oh, I
the,
was
like
thinking the veggies that aren't there. Never mind, a
just
hubcap.
non-veggie stuff.
Bananas.
But it's yeah. Oh my
Oh,
God.
that's a great idea.
Well, before
Yes.
Mike left, he says, "I know for the first few days everything's going to be about picking on me," and I'm like,
No, we haven't even
What do you
started
mean
that
the-
yet.
What do you mean the first few days? This is a week and a half.
We haven't even started yet.
"Oh my God."
This is just the warm
Well,
up.
guys, you're still wet. Hasn't even, hasn't hit the water yet.
Hey,
Oh my god.
Hey, what you don't know, don't hurt them.
yeah.
Nah.
Well, that's the only thing. We mentioned everything now, and now it's going to be there forever.
We have to follow through.
Going to be on that World Wide Web forever.
Just delete it, right? If you just delete it,
I'll
it's
delete it before I
gone.
leave. Then you say, "Where'd the show go?" "Oh, I messed up.
Oh,
there. I
oops.
pushed the wrong button."
Yeah. Whoops, my bad. I'm sorry. And nobody online, I think, would rat us out. So
I don't think so.
No.
No
No.
one would ever.
No.
rather-
No.
No.
no, yeah. Victoria says, "When the cat is away, the mice will play."
Yeah.
We're gonna do our best.
Yeah.
Well, I do have a work meeting in 7 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, you do?
So I do. I know.
So how long is this? You guys have done this?
Till whenever.
So so
We're
is
almost
it-
done anyway.
Yeah,
Is it an
usually
average
till
of-
like 10ish.
About an average hour.
Hour and a half, depending on whenever
Where we're going,
whenever
we're
you
going.
decide to start and end.
Oh, okay.
He kind of just wings it.
Okay.
It's usually around 10ish.
That's cool.
But
That way, I'm not here for 6 hours going, "When do I
oh
get
yeah,
off this stuff?"
no.
Well,
No.
maybe tomorrow, so other people will have some more interesting ideas that we can do.
Yeah, everyone's got homework. Everyone online
On
has
homework.
homework.
Think of something that could be done.
Yep, that we need to do
There
to
we
either
go.
vehicle, house, garden, studio.
Customize Mike's life.
Yeah, you go. While he's gone for the next however many days.
Maybe Melissa's son and daughter will help us out.
Yeah.
Oh, they probably would.
Why don't we go up to Big Y and get all their rotten vegetables and just throw them in his garden?
I just remembered I gotta feed.
Compost.
I gotta feed his little reptile. I
Oh.
forgot about that. I know I got the
Oh.
dogs and I got the one cat because
Right.
daughter takes care of.
So
it.
you
Right.
are another Mike.
Yeah,
That's
he
what I'm
is.
saying,
He's
you know,
Mike
I'm the
too.
other Mike.
You're driving his car. You're watching his house. You're feeding his dogs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, walking his dogs.
He's got a suitcase you gave him.
Yeah, I gave him a suitcase. Yeah.
Oh, you got the suitcase? You gave it to him this time?
Well, no, I gave it to him to keep because
Oh,
I went to
okay.
Florida.
I was
and
gonna
I
say
think
you may not get it
2009.
back.
That's
No,
a
no.
good thing because if you got it back, there'd probably be dirty underwear and cigarettes in it.
Not that Paul would know anything.
No, I wouldn't know about that.
I,
Yeah.
I got the suitcase in 2009 when I went to Florida, and then unexpectedly we weren't flying back; we are coming back on bus.
Oh,
So we had to get a big suitcase from my nephew's wife, and I haven't used it since. So I
Oh.
said, "Hey, you can have it."
Nice.
Sitting around.
Nice.
Very good.
Got a
Well,
big suitcase.
It's the old type suitcase, so use it as a wrap if he needs to.
Let's see. Rat you. Okay. Let's see.
Rachel,
got a couple here,
She's cracking me up. She goes,
Yeah.
rat you out, trying to figure out gas money to come up there and help.
All right, everybody. Thank you for being patient with me. I appreciate it. Of course, you too. Fantastic. Had a great time with you. Hopefully, we can do it more. I don't know what you guys got scheduled. Paul's going to be.
She's coming too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Are you here tomorrow?
Yeah.
You are here tomorrow. Okay. So,
Okay.
We'll be here
Well,
tomorrow.
tomorrow. Okay. What's
Back
worry about
tomorrow for
then?
some more.
Yeah. Maybe we can find a topic that's other than Mike. Maybe that might be the whole 8 days. I don't know. All righty. Well,
see y'all tomorrow.
We'll see y'all tomorrow. We're going to be out on SNSN Radio. Thank you.